Hello, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about what I did this week and what's all going on in my classes. So let's get into it. Here I have both my Pear decks open. On the left I've got the teacher screen, and then on the right I have the student screen. So I had to first always put to take attendance on a slide, and I used to do this in class, but I forgot to do it for my online classes because I always forget to take attendance. I know that some schools aren't even taking attendance, but mine is, and if we don't take it, then we get an email sent to us saying that we need to take it, and that's always kind of embarrassing, so I'm trying to be good and trying to remember to take attendance. Obviously agreeing with them, and then I started using Zoom, so with the group breakouts, it's really easy to use. So I give them the prompt, they go off, they come back, then we talk about it, then they go off, and then they come back, and we talk about it. So that's nice. That's why I have here in groups. I just say, talk to your group about how you are, something you did that you wanted to share. And then when they come back to the group, I say, okay, I don't know, Cole, tell us something that Veronica did. And Veronica, choose on someone to talk about what Jaime did. And then we have a test tomorrow. So again, my school is moving on with new content. I know that some schools have paused their curriculum, but mine is continuing forward. So we've got a test tomorrow. We're very prepared for it. We've been preparing for 3-4 weeks, but that's not to say much because we've only been meeting twice a week, but they're ready. And then I kind of talked about proficiency, and I used these images that I found online that someone had shared actually on an Actful forum. And just telling them, please don't use a translator. I'm not looking for perfection. We're probably novice high, intro low, novice mid, so trying to get advanced high just isn't realistic, and that's fine. I'm looking for errors. That's completely what I want. So just talking about that, and then using examples from this Google document that has a bunch of stories on different proficiency levels, so how you would answer according to the level that you're at. And this is just to try to deter them from using a translator in any work that I give them, but especially tomorrow. I don't want to say, if I get you cheating, blah, blah, blah. I'd rather stay away from that, and I just want to show them, I know we're at this level, and that's where we're at, so you can't expect to be here, and that's completely fine. This language learning is a journey, and that's the journey that we're taking right now, and we can't get to the destination until having taken the whole flight, right? So that's what I'm trying to portray to them, and that's what I am using this. All right. Then after that, we always have a listening portion on our tests. We try to do everything that we can to include reading, writing, listening, speaking. Speaking is the hardest, and especially now. So we're trying to figure out how to do that, but right at this moment for this test, there's no speaking, but they do have a listening portion. So what I do is I try to pull stuff from the book because it's pretty similar to what we use, and then I just use a Google survey for them to fill out the answers. So this is the student view, and they see here this picture, and they can make it bigger or smaller, and then they just needed to answer true or false in this page, and then the next page, I don't think they can go forward if they leave this blank, no. So the next page was more in-depth questions than just true or false. And then this was for me. They didn't see this. This was for my synchronous class, but this was for me to keep everything that I need in order because it's so hard to toggle between different stuff. So I'm able to click on the links and just have everything nice and neat for me. And then when I'm with them showing them the presentation, I can just skip over this slide. After this slide, we didn't have time for anything. All of that, talking about the test, having them break out into groups saying how they were and things that they had done, then talking about the test, doing the listening activity, that was already about 30 minutes, a little bit more. And our classes are only 45 minutes. So at that point, even though I had so many more things, you can see down here in the bottom left, we were on 9 of 13. So I had to skip through them, and then we just ended up playing a Kahoot. So again, I just put the link here for myself, so I can just click on it and go to it. And then it was pretty easy with Zoom to just project your screen or share your screen. You just need to remember to click on the bottom buttons to share your sound, because if not, they can't hear it. And since Kahoot Premium is free right now, you're able to do a lot of cool things that I had never done before. You can add songs to it, to the lobby they call it, when the kids are still logging in. And there's a portion where you could do, you had to put things in order. So since we're reading a short story right now, I was able to put in 4 different things, events that had happened in the story, and then the students, one of their prompts was that they had to put those 4 things in order. I think that they really enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. That was my synchronous class, and I will be posting my async class soon. Bye.